Good evening, welcome to the planning board meeting of Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. This meeting is being recorded. The first thing we got is the minutes of 6:17 minutes meeting.
Motion to approve is sent out.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded to approve the minutes. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous of 3. We've got no 81P plans. The public hearing for this evening for 206 East Main Street has been asked to extend it until the August meeting. We got a letter here, so we will not be opening the public hearing. Next on the agenda is continued site plan review of 55 Medway Street. Larry, you wanna?
Yeah, this is listed as a continued site plan review. It flows out of the special permit that was granted at the June 3rd meeting. The site plan was done separately. A copy of the decision is in the packet. The applicant requests a site plan approval for the construction of the commercial building and associated parking on the subject property. The proposed development consists of a 2,600 square foot bank building and associated drive-through ATM. The special permit, as I mentioned, for the drive-through ATM aspect of the use was granted at the June 3rd meeting. The proposal provides for one two-way driveway on Medway Street utilizing the existing driveway location. The site will provide 19 parking spaces. 8 queuing spaces for the drive-through ATM are being provided to meet the provisions of the bylaw, as well as the bypass lane. Freestanding signs proposed along Medway Street, and a stop signs being proposed at the driveway exit lane. All the existing structures on the property are to be raised. The previously submitted stormwater drainage analysis that was dated April 25th, prepared by Bowler, has been updated as of June 11th, 2025. Written responses to departmental review letters have been provided, a copy of which is also included in the packet. The fire truck turning plan dated 7/1/25 has been submitted. I think you have a copy in your packet as well. All applicable zoning and site plan requirements appear to be met. I recommend approval of the site plan that's revised as of 7/1/25 as submitted. You have a copy of the site plan. You also, we just came in yesterday, have a copy of the retaining wall design in a third set of plans in your packet. So I'd recommend approval as submitted. David's present if you have questions, and the engineers are as well.
Okay, we had a question on the sewer. The sewer department supplied us a letter,
Yes.
or they supplied the sewer department letter. The water has been answered, and the fire department has been answered. Any other comments from the board, questions?
The only other thing that I remember was we had asked Liz to go down. I mean, I'm looking at the aerial. I think I know the answer, but we had asked Liz to go down to take a look at the vegetation in terms of whether there was a need to put additional vegetation or fencing to the, effectively, what would be the property to the east.
Yeah, so they actually,
We added it to the plan just to make sure.
they elected to add it to the plan, so I didn't bother to go down to check if it
Okay.
was necessary.
Are they putting in vegetation or a fence?
Both.
Both.
Suspenders and a belt.
I'm sorry, didn't you?
Suspenders and a belt.
Oh, I see. Mr. Chair, I apologize for my tardiness.
I mean, I'm looking at the aerial, and it looks like you're going to end up having to do more construction to put them in and take down more vegetation than you're probably going to put in. I mean, I understand putting them on, but I just question whether we end up with anything that's better or not, to be totally honest.
You know, we were trying to be good neighbors. If, you know, if the board prefers us not to do it, I don't.
Well, I mean, yeah, I understand that in terms of being good neighbors, in terms of getting it approved. The fact of the matter is, long-term fences wear out, people don't repair them. Vegetation that's small now may not pick up, and we can't, whereas we have existing vegetation that looks to be in relatively decent shape and is relatively thick and stuff, which would provide a better long-term solution for what their issue was.
And I believe they have a fence on their side as well. You know, it's not it's more of a chain link fence with weave in it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, their whole thing was because of the light, and I'm thinking to myself that protecting their property from light infiltration would be better off keeping what's there. Looking at this, I don't know that for a fact.
Right, and what's your, excuse me, Mayor?
Yeah, certainly.
Joe Shermaker, trustee for 61 Midway Road, the property that this is abutting. We worked with they've worked very well with us over the past couple of weeks, and they've added in the fence there. We very much want to be able to have a fence in there. The rendering that you're looking at there is from the top down with those trees fully leafed out at this time of the year. That's not going to be the case 6 months of the year. And, you know, when it gets dark earlier, we really want that fence along there. They've agreed to be able to put it there. Please don't remove it.
The board knows how to read a plan, by the way.
If I were going to remove one or the other, I would remove the fence for the maintenance reasons that you discussed. And if they want the vegetation, then, you know, adding into the existing vegetation so that you have some lower evergreens sort of makes sense, but I mean, I can probably bring up.
Where's the line of the fence? Just
If I may, for the record, Luke DeStefano with Bullwood, what we did is we extended the fence off of the trash enclosure by about 35 feet closer to the street. So effectively, it'll look like an extension of the trash enclosure. And then we added about 32 arborvitae, both around the trash enclosure and then extending again from the trash enclosure towards the road. And we really, at the end of the day, didn't have to really modify our limit of work. We know that was a concern that we would be extending into existing vegetation. We're not really doing that any more than we were under the existing condition because it's really developed portion of the property today. Okay. So we just felt that, I believe as the abutter indicated, you know, a lot of times during the fall, winter, some of that vegetation that's there today is leafless and you can see right through it. So the arborvitae in the fence will provide a nice understory for lights that obviously for cars are only going to be about 3 or 4 feet off the ground. So for 12 months out of the year, they should have solid light pollution protection, both, you know, in general up above that 6-foot height level and then below, which I think was the main concern. So we feel it's a nice compromise and it does result in full elimination of any light trespass from the site.
okay.
Any other comments from the board?
Nope, I don't have anything.
Yes?
Nope.
No, okay. What's the pleasure of the board then?
I'll make a motion, we approve the site plan as submitted.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, we have approved this amended site plan, or site plan review. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous of 4.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, next we've got 204 East Main Street for a sign.
This is a site plan review submitted by NH Signs.
Push to August.
The applicant requests site plan approval to allow for the relocation of the existing freestanding sign. For the existing freestanding sign on the subject property. The special permit for the gas station was issued by the ZBA back in 2021. Copy of that decision is attached in the packet. The proposed relocated pylon sign is shown on the site plan. It is properly located outside of the line of sight triangle for the entrance drive. The proposed sign is a double-faced, internally illuminated freestanding pylon sign. The new location is centered on the lot frontage, being approximately 116 feet west of the easterly property line, or 107 feet west of the existing sign. The existing pylon sign then is to be removed. All other applicable zoning requirements appear to be met, so I recommend approval subject to the applicable department comments. After the special permit, we have a favorable from fire, you have a favorable from water, and I don't recall that we got any others. And the copies of the plans are in the packet showing the location, so it's pretty straightforward. The sign's going to be very similar to what's out there now. It will include a changeable copy electronic message panel on both sides, but that's not something you need to worry about. John regulates that with his permit. So, should be ready to go.
Is there something that shows how deep of a foundation?
Yes, I have engineered drawings. That will fit. For the record, by the way, Mr. Chair, my name is Fred Pino, New Hampshire Signs. Ledge Path.
I can't hear you. Do you have a card?
I do not, I'm sorry. But I can get one, I can run out to my truck.
No,
and bring you
that's
guys one.
Feel relatively certain that there is an infiltration basin under there. I didn't think of
Yeah,
it.
it's just after the site plan. It's the last plan,
Yeah, it's 4 feet for that.
Yeah, but
4 foot.
that's, I'm pretty certain that,
The original site plan approval.
There was a sewer line up the side there, too, but that only goes up so far.
Yeah, that's along the side of the building. So it's-
There's one that goes along the side of the
Yeah,
East Main Street.
yeah, we saw that. Our setback should
Yeah.
put us beyond that.
Yeah, that's gotta be in the right of way, no, babe? The one that's there.
the sewer line?
The sewer,
Yeah,
I think they're close to it, yeah. I think it is.
No, because that went into that property, that's still the line that went into that property, Joe.
Well, we can confirm it.
Yeah,
with the
he's
site
seen it
plan.
already. It's deep anyway, so.
Yeah, that one should be, I would imagine, it wouldn't surprise me, that one's deep enough, but if you got an infiltration basin there, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Or not an infiltration basin, and
do I have that?
Okay,
Well, you can make it subject to that.
any comments from the board?
No.
I can't complain, my daughter's is worse than that. My daughter's is worse than that, so I can't say anything. Make a recommendation, we approve, subject to verification that the sign's not being placed on top of an existing drainage structure.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, we approve the site plan review with the stipulation to be checked to make sure it's not going on the
This is the,
stormwater.
Maybe we can check right.
This is the site
Liz has
plan,
the
right?
site plan.
Exhibit's got something pulled up on her screen. There we go.
So
It's
the,
going to be in front of
Gonna
that.
be in it. What's the depth of them? I doubt that it's 4 feet of cover.
I highly doubt it's 4 feet of cover.
Well, I think it's going to be in front of that.
Can't be too much, Larry, because the right-of-way is, I mean, you might have enough space.
Well, between,
No, it might be past the, it might be far enough
Oh, far enough back.
west,
Well, you could probably get it in there right where it ends.
right
Well,
here.
yeah, between the structure and where it ends, right in there.
well, if it isn't now, it will be.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah, you're just, more so, you're going to want to make sure you don't hit the drainage system because,
I know, I talked to the person that previously put the sign in on the other side originally.
Yeah.
And he told me there was ledge. He hit ledge.
yeah.
So I was more concerned about, my engineering, what that changes when I get to the ledge. Am I pinning to it? That was more my concern. I didn't realize,
Well, you're going to have to,
if I got to work
Verify
around
that.
that, it is.
Well, if you hit ledge, you're lucky, you can just pin it in, probably.
Right, exactly. That's exactly
About
kind of
going
what
too
I was
far, too
thinking.
deep.
As long as I'm prepared for it.
Yeah.
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 all right.
Hard to believe you let you mouth it.
Especially there, considering it was
Yeah, he
right in
said,
front of a gravel, quarry hole.
Well, send me
wanna-
your email, and we'll send you that plan.
Yeah.
And you can
Right.
verify it.
okay, sounds good. I'll run up and grab a card and come back down.
Well, we'll be gone by then.
Larry will be anyways. You can give it to him.
Do you guys want to just have it in the decision that it can be relocated outside of the,
Well, it's subject to,
Setback.
well, no, it's subject to the location of the drainage.
Yeah, it can be,
I just want to make
I
sure
would-
that the
yeah.
building department doesn't
Yeah,
think that they have to come back
Yeah,
through
well,
site plan because they're moving it 25 feet.
Yeah, we'll,
west, it can be slid further west if necessary. It's
Right.
part of my
Motion.
motion.
Yeah.
But somewhere to the west it will fit.
Yeah.
yep. So everybody voted for it, right?
No, we haven't voted yet.
No.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, Larry.
Yeah, he just
Larry
did.
just-
Any further comments? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous of 4.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll be here even if he's not.
Okay, so you want, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
What's the pleasure of the board?
Could I ask the town engineer to just give us a 2-minute update on the Central Street project?
I can't hear you.
I said, could I ask the town engineer, I was talking to Mr. Chair, that to give us a 2-minute update on the Central Street project? Because, man, it's messing up the traffic in town.
So
Yeah.
I met with Rick, both deputy police chiefs, Scott, trying to think, there was at least one other person there, and we are going to move forward with hiring we're actually hiring TEC to just do an analysis of at least those 2 intersections at Beach Street and North Bow, to see if there's something, we're not sure that there's something that can be done, but because the traffic pattern has changed, it seems likely that we should be able to do something. Plus, there's definitely something going on with the Beach Street lights. I sat there for almost an hour today. No. Because, no. Watching the light cycles.
Oh, you were stuck in traffic.
I know how to get around. I would not have sat in traffic. But it's acting erratically.
Oh,
So
Have a good evening. Thank you.
So I may look into having, once we get a hold of the signal company, I may have them just take a look at what it's set up as of right now, even without that, because there's
Yeah,
definitely
there's something wrong with the
Something-
controller, 'cause
oh, okay.
it's running cycles that are actually way too short. It's like it calls the cycle, and it's probably got a minimum cycle, and it's running at that minimum, because it quickly changes again. It's like there's no way that's,
Yeah, and then there's a long red at Beach Street, like 5 minutes, literally 5
Yes.
minutes at Beach Street. And then it runs the short cycle, which allows like 2 cars to get in. But then when it goes through the next cycle, it all normalizes. So there's definitely something weird going on there. So we are continuing. We understand that there's an impact. There's, we're not going to be able to get rid of the traffic. There's a lot more, there's always traffic in downtown. And you're adding more cars. So you're not going to make it a lot better, but we're just trying to, we're trying to see what we can do to make it better, and we'll continue to do so.
Thank you, that's much appreciated. How long is the project expected to take? Probably up through
So it's
the end of construction.
definitely, I would say definitely through the middle of October.
Yeah.
Based on cure times for the concrete and some of the lead times on the structural pieces. I tend never to believe that when you're doing underground work like that, you never know what you're going to bump into. And so, I would say November is probably a better guesstimate, but.
It's a heck of a project. I utilized that salon and I was looking over the edge the other day, and it is, that's a project.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
But things are moving along pretty well.
Good.
So far.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks, Mr. Chairman, for that liberty.
No problem.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous of 4. Good evening, and thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman.